بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أهلا وسهلا. Welcome back to our final video in this series or on this topic of the actual conducting of a nikah ceremony. And what I want to do is look at three scenarios inshallah in this video, very simple, just to flesh out the basic idea that we need two witnesses. So what's happening here in these three cases is that we're trying to refine what we mean by two witnesses, because there's witnesses, but there's also someone who is conducting, or the one who is the aqid, the one who's making the contract happen. So we're going to separate these out and we're going to go through them inshallah. So let me read the Arabic for you first from here. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَمَنْ أَمَرَ رَجُلًا بِأَنْ يُزَوِّجَ ابْنَتَهُ الصَّغِيرَةَ فَزَوَّجَهَا وَالْأَبُ حَاذِرٌ بِشَهَادَةِ رَجُلٍ وَاحِدٍ سِوَاهُمَا جَازَ النِّكَاحُ لِأَنَّ الْأَبَ يُجْعَلُ مُبَاشِرًا للعقد لاتحاد المجلس فيكون الوكيل سفيرا أو معبرا فيبقى المزوج شاهدا. وإن كان الأب غائبا لم يجز لأن المجلس مختلف ولا يمكن أن يجعل الأب مباشرا. So I'll stop here and I'll go through the last one inshallah separately. So I'll just separate out for you, just make it a little bit clear. Okay, actually just need to go back. So I'm going to separate it out. I'm going to come back to this one in the corner in a moment. Okay, so the basic scenario here is that a father, he orders another person, he makes him an agent, and he says to him, I want you to marry off my young daughter, minor daughter. In other words, this is important. She's not baligh. Okay, so she doesn't have, remember in the previous video we talked about this idea of wilaya. So she doesn't have sovereignty. The father is responsible for her. So he's doing the responsible thing, which is that he's trying to marry his daughter off. So he says to an agent, I want you to marry my daughter off. So here's his minor daughter and here's the husband. And there's going to be two scenarios. Either the father will be present when this happens, or he won't be present. Okay, so when the wakil does his role, and the father will be there with the wakil when the nikah contract happens, or he won't. So let's look at the first one. If he's present, we have three people now. If the father is present, we basically have three people now going to be present. If you look here, we have 1, 2, 3. The father is there, the agent that he appointed, and here they're saying there's one other person there. So this person happens to be a witness. Independent just happens to be a witness. So what happens? Is the contract valid? But what we say is the contract is valid because, in essence, the father now, because he is responsible for the daughter and he's present there, he's not a witness, he's an aqid. I.e., he is the one who is the muwakkil. He appointed the wakil. When you appoint a wakil in nikah, in particular, in agency, it goes back to the person who appointed the agency. So it goes back to the father. So he becomes the aqid. So he's not a witness now. He's basically conducting the marriage on behalf of the girl with the boy. Okay, so he's doing it on her behalf. That's what's happening here. So he's not a witness, but he's more of an aqid. And the agent, because he's simply what we call a safir or mu'abbar, i.e., he's just going out there as a messenger. He's only going out there as expressing he's speaking on behalf of the father, basically. But because the father is there now, there's no need for that. So the father is the one who's doing the aqid, even though if he speaks on his behalf, he's doing it as a agent, but he's a witness now. So these two people become the witness, and we have two people there. Okay, two people who are witnessing the nikah take place, and that's valid. But what if the father isn't there? That's the second scenario. If the father's not there, then the agent is the one that's doing aqd, and he can't be a witness. So there's only one witness, as we said, the one person. So in that case, the nikah contract cannot take place. Very simple, straightforward. Now I just want to finish off the last scenario here, which I haven't read the Arabic for. He says, Imam Marghinani says, وعلى هذا لو زوج الأب ابنته البالغة بمحضر شاهد واحد إن كانت حاضرة جاز وإن كانت غائبة لم يجوز. So this is a slightly different scenario. The daughter is no longer a minor in this case. She's become a major daughter. She's baligha. And what happens here? So they say for a valid contract to take place, the contract to be valid, she has to be present. The reason is that when she's present, she's the aqidah. She's conducting nikah. She's asked this man. And so if she's present, then the father and the witness become witnesses. The father is a witness because she has wilaya over herself, so she can go ahead and take on the contract. And so she can become the aqidah. She's doing the contract. And the father and the witness are two witnesses, so we're happy. If she's not present, so if she's not there, for example, she wasn't there, and the father was conducting on her behalf, then we have a problem because he's the aqid. He can't be a witness, so you only have one witness, and therefore the nikah doesn't take place. Very, very simple. We're trying to flesh out this idea that what does it mean to have witnesses? Can the father be a witness? In what scenarios? And how does that interplay with the daughter being a minor or a major? I hope that helps. Useful to you, inshallah ta'ala. Very nice and short, sweet. Inshallah, we'll do some more videos on the next stage, which is about the muharramat, the people that you can't marry. Inshallah ta'ala. Until next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.